Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Mike Smith, along with Dan Ramey and our producer, Aaron Glandon, on a Friday edition of Litter Media Live.
Are you saying that you didn't want to be introduced as the icon?
You know, I'm just embarrassed by that term. It's nothing of the.
It's true.
It's nothing of the kind.
So
nothing of the kind.
Welcome to your Friday program. Aaron Glandon is with us. We're not as you would think I was putting the show together today because it's usually late when I put it together.
Well, we were
Aaron
waiting
was on
some
assignment.
We were waiting on some elements to the
waiting
program.
for him to come back.
Yes, there was a communication mishap.
I think he was using the same device that your grandmother and my aunt was using when she was trying to text by voice.
Yes.
I wish I could tell that story on the air, but I can't.
It's a good one.
I haven't heard it, and just hearing that little teaser.
What came out on the other end from this saintly woman? It's hilarious.
We'll tell you during the commercial break.
Okay. All right. So stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll maybe our mics will still be open while you're telling me. I don't know. All right. Just ahead, we've got news, as we always do, and we'll also take a look at sports, and this date in history is all coming up. But as we jump into the weekend, let's look at the weather for you first.
Cloudy today, but warmer. I think you might see a little bit of sun out there. In fact, I think it was sunshine when I came in. High of 73 today, much warmer than yesterday, and it keeps going up the weekend. Clouds and 78 for Saturday, 82. I said, boy, 82 on Sunday. Foghorn Leghorn says 82 on Sunday.
Foghorn Leghorn is my second favorite.
Boy.
Daffy Duck is my favorite. Foghorn Leghorn is my second favorite Warner Brothers cartoon character.
Was that a takeoff of some Southern senator at that particular time?
You know, I'd like to, there's got to be a Mel Blanc book somewhere that explains the stories behind the characters.
Yeah. There was a Senator Langhorne, I think. I don't know if that's what that came from, but I think he was from some Southern state.
Yeah.
So, it's hilarious. Yeah, I love that character.
Another favorite is he doesn't appear in many, but he does appear in a couple. Gossamer, the big red monster.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big Gossamer fan.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You like Gossamer?
He's an interesting monster.
Yes.
That was Bugs commenting on him. He was doing his hair, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Doing a hairdo for
He
the
was doing
monster.
his nails.
Yeah.
Doing the nails.
Yeah.
Then he put dynamite for curlers up in his
yeah.
head, and you see his skull is like, you see mine one, he's got two.
Kids today, you don't know what you've missed out on with the great cartoons.
Ask Grandma and Grandpa
Yeah.
about Warner Brothers cartoons.
Yeah.
Bugs has always been my favorite.
Well, yeah, I've liked Bugs, but Daffy just gives me I've always liked Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
So, I didn't like the old Daffy Duck where he would bounce all over the place.
I like that one better.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
But,
he was even crazier.
But the duck season, wabbit season was always a lot of fun.
That's classic. That's iconic, yeah.
Absolutely. See, you don't know what we're going to discuss when this program starts. We haven't even gotten to the show yet. So coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at what's making news for you across the Scioto Valley today. But first, here's what we want to share with you about Scioto Valley dumpsters. 740-253-8389 is their number. If you've got a cleanup job, they can do some of the cleanup for you. They even do demo work as well. Just ask for more details. At 740-253-8389, if you need a dumpster, Scioto Valley Dumpsters is the way to go. News is next.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
At Rathkamp Financial, we provide wealth management services that may ease clients' fears of financial loss and help them retire comfortably. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good. I've learned about the text.
Aunt Ruth, you're a marked woman now.
I can't believe she typed that.
Oh, yeah. I can hear now. Honest, Dan, I didn't do that.
At the top of our news for you today, of course, you can go to our website to learn more, but you'll want to check out our YouTube channel too, because a lot of things that we're talking about revert right back to that as well. Litter Media YouTube has posted an interview with renowned historian Beverly Gray and NFL veteran Garen Veris, who you see right there, talking about an upcoming golf outing to benefit the David Nickens Heritage Center. The public is asked to join Beverly Gray for this particular event. And Garen tells us a little bit more about that.
When I first came down here and saw what's here, as I said, I just think it's something that really more people need to know about it, and I'm honored that they allowed me to be part of it and to help raise funds through a golf outing that we're going to businesses around Chillicothe and individuals to help us in any way we can, golfers that get out there, and will help us raise some initial dollars that we're looking to build into even more dollars and more recognition. It's all part of, I think something that everybody thinks should happen and will happen. But there's just so much opportunity, and to do something that's fun and to get out and get the word out. I mean, that's exciting to me, and I've been doing part of fundraising for many years now, and it's something that's kind of a natural thing that I do. I like being involved. I like meeting new people. I like learning, and putting all that together just gets me salivated to be part of something exciting like this and learning at the same time.
Of course, you hear that from Garen Veris. The golf outing is scheduled for June 15th if you want to participate in that. And coming up next month, the public is invited to join Beverly Gray on Sunday, May 19th for a discussion about the servants who worked at Adina for the Worthington family. Admission is free for that event, and if you want to get more details, you can go to adinamansion.com or give them a call at 740-772-1500.
Something else historical in the news today. Experience an extraordinary showcase of artwork crafted by students from across the nation exhibited in the auditorium of the Mound City Group Visitor Center. Collaborating for the fourth year with the International Fiber Collaborative, this event promises a captivating display of creativity and cultural exchange. The art will be on display until June the 23rd during regular business hours. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago that you and I went out and took video of this and talked to the ranger there at the park. Susan?
Yes, Susan McKinley.
Yeah.
When we were out there, I was amazed. These pictures are done by kids from across America, and they all had such unique design without ever having been at Hopewell.
Yeah.
So maybe with the World Heritage inscription now, perhaps maybe some of those kids will make their way to Chillicothe to see where they drew about.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah, absolutely. The 52nd Annual Dogwood Festival is underway. And it started today, opened up in Piketon, and it runs right through Sunday at the Pike County Fairgrounds. So make sure you visit their website or their social media to find out what's going on at the Dogwood Festival.
And if you were a visitor many years ago in the village for the festival, it did move to the fairgrounds last year and is again there this year. Tomorrow, Saturday, is National Drug Take Back Day. This is an event that's happening in communities all across the United States. So one of the things that they want are unwanted prescriptions or prescriptions that you're no longer taking anymore. Maybe someone who was in the household that passed away, that the prescriptions are still there. You can bring those in and they will be disposed of. They'll be destroyed so that they can't fall into the wrong hands. And the time on this in Ohio is the same in every community, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This one that we're referring to is at the Ross County Law Complex. Now, we'd already told you about one in Fayette County, in Pickaway County, but we also want to remind you of one in Fairfield County. And they're doing something a little bit different. It's not just the drug take back there, but they're also doing an electronics recycling event at the Walnut Township Fire Department in Fairfield County. But again, all of that is also from 10 to 2 tomorrow.
I was interested in seeing there that e-cigarettes were involved, and also vaping, and even illegal drugs.
Yes.
So again, there's no
questions asked. Yeah.
Right.
You bring it in to dispose of it, they'll take it from you without asking any questions.
Now, they might stop you on the way.
Well, honest, I was going to take this in to be destroyed.
Drive safely.
Sure you were.
To get where you were going.
Mike and Dan told me.
Just a thought I had.
Yeah.
Brittany Greenwalt, our buddy from the Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center, dominated the OHSPRA Awards ceremony with a mark of excellence, a mark of distinction, and a repeat as best of the best social media campaign. And she takes this stuff seriously, and she does a fantastic job at it. So hats off to Brittany, and thank you for what you do to help us here in putting this program on because of the Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center's adult education program.
Absolutely. The Pickaway County WIC office is relocating. As you can see there on our screenshot, they're going to be relocating to 780 North Court Street in Circleville, and they'll reopen on Thursday, May the 2nd. So they are closed Monday. So today's basically the last day that they're going to be open in their current location.
Where is that?
It's there on Ohio Street.
Okay.
Yeah. But they're going to be moving that to that new location. They'll reopen again on May the 2nd, which is next Thursday.
The Workforce and Business Development Program at the Community Action Committee of Pike County is excited to announce a new car repair program for local residents. This program is designed to assist individuals who are enrolled in career training, employed, or newly hired needing essential car repairs. The car repair program is funded through the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act and aims to remove transportation barriers for hardworking residents pursuing career advancement.
Staying in Pike County, the Ohio Department of Transportation District 9 is seeking public input for a drainage improvement project on State Route 124. It's proposed to address the flooding issues they're having on 124 between State Route 772 and Route 32. The project includes the replacement of 2 culverts and the reconstruction of the roadway and driveways. Project is located in Newton Township. 2 streams will be impacted by the project. The project will require about 1.8 acres of permanent right-of-way. The permanent right-of-way is located in agricultural fields and residential lawns. So a lot of these public comments, it's like, doesn't affect anything. Well, when you start cutting into people's fields and lawns, that's a whole different issue, and they want your comment before they put out these bids.
If this is where I'm thinking it's at, this is before you get to Idaho, and that place floods every time there's a big rain. And so Sunfish Creek starts to overflow, and then you've got the runoff from that hill, and right there is the entrance to New Beginnings Life Center, which is a church that my buddy has put together. And so when you drive through that, if you ever go down 32 and then hit 124 to go to Long's Retreat, you see those big signs on the side that are measuring sticks to let you know how high the water is. And when it gets up there, you may as well forget about going forward.
Yeah. So hopefully this will alleviate some of those problems. Our road report takes us to neighboring Fayette County today. I-71 in both directions between the Heide Road and Clinton County line will have daily lane restrictions between 7 and 5, and that work continues through the fall. What they're doing there is resurfacing. So if you're heading to Cincinnati or something like that on I-71, you'll probably run through that project.
Going to a Reds game. Good thing they're on the road for the next few days.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about the Reds coming up, along with the NFL and high school football, and a lot more in sports, which is on the way next. But first, I want to tell you about our friends at Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, which happened to be in our parking lot today. The Litter Quality Propane Business Office, their air conditioner went out last week, but Accurate is here, and they said within a few hours we're going to have AC back on in here.
Good deal.
I said, I'm sure everybody inside will be happy about that. Your trusted comfort advisor. If you've got a heating, cooling, or plumbing issue with your business or your home, and maybe you're building a new home or starting a new building project for your business, you need to touch base with Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it'll take you to AccurateHVAC.com.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Time for sports now, and we start off with the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Yeah, the board of directors just yesterday has set the divisional breakdowns, which they do each year, and regional assignments for the 2024 Ohio High School football season. The largest 70 schools are placed in Division I, and all the remaining schools are divided as equally as possible in Divisions 2 through 7, with about 106 schools per division. Now, they're going to be coming out here any day now with the new format for all of the other, or most of the other sports, 7 divisions. But it's my understanding the Division 1 and 2 in those sports will have approximately 65 teams in each. And then they'll even it out from 3 to 7. But football's not like that. It's only Division I that has the 70 schools in it.
I only searched specifically for Chillicothe, and Chillicothe's been staying about the same, around 345 or so male athletes for that breakdown. And I was surprised that they were number 25, the 25th largest D3 school.
Yeah.
And the lowest in that division was Circleville at like 265. So yeah, it's Chillicothe's not the big school it once was, but the enrollment is still there to keep them just outside of where they shouldn't be playing, in my opinion. But that's how it goes.
Yeah. Our Aaron Glandon went to MacArthur last night, and this is what he was doing, taking pictures of the Vinton County Track and Field Invitational. Jackson boys and Waverly girls won the team championships. And you can get the full list, not only of all the team and their standings, but each individual event through our link to the mile split page that has it all right there.
Do we know if this young man was the winner of this particular race? And the reason I ask is the old adage is it's not how you start, it's how you finish. He's starting off, it looks like he's in the lead.
No idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in fact, you can't identify his uniform as to where he's from. So I have no idea who that is.
Who's the Raiders? He's wearing a Raiders.
River Valley, possibly.
I think that's where he's from.
Okay.
I was looking black and white, and I was thinking maybe Oak Hill. So, but if it's Raiders, that's not the case.
No.
And I think, don't they usually put the fastest in lane 2 and 3?
If it's the finals, they put them in the middle.
Right. Okay.
It's usually 3 and 4. For
Well, this kid was in lane 1.
Was this a preliminary or a final?
I don't remember.
You know the difference between a preliminary.
Yeah, I know the difference. I ran track.
And he's wearing white shoes, so it's extra fast. Right there.
Yeah.
At least you look fast wearing white shoes.
Billy White Shoes Johnson, yeah.
This year, the Buck 50 established the Robert and Phil Bobo Award. This award is given out to people who contribute so much to running and outdoor events, and they were the first recipients, of course, and so what a wonderful award to be handed out. I know Phil Bobo's daughters were all on hand to receive this award last Friday, and it was really neat to see. Their names will be carried on for years to come as they select other coaches in the future. So thanks to CRH Studios for sponsoring that award.
Yes, sir. You got the next one.
I do.
Yes, sir.
High school sports. We had baseball and softball, and Chillicothe lost in boys volleyball last night. You can find all that on our website, littermedia.com.
And the Cavs boys volleyball team will be involved in a conference championship. This is kind of different. They've never done this before. The league that they're playing in, both gymnasiums at Westfall, the new community center will be used. The high school gymnasium will be used. And it's the north and south divisions of this league that they're in. It's like 4 will play 4 from each division, 3, 3, 2, 2. So the 2 number ones from the north and south division, that's for the league championship, and Chillicothe will be in that matchup. As the last check, Andrew Vitito didn't know who they were playing yet. They have another non-conference match tomorrow, but that championship will be on Monday night up at Westfall.
And that's the GCVC?
And I still haven't figured out what that even stands for. Last year, they were in what was called the SCOL, which is an old name that was used many, many years ago.
Right.
So this is a new experiment for them. And then the tournaments.
NFL draft, the Bears
The Bears.
have a Heisman Trophy winner as their top pick. The overall number 1 pick, Caleb Williams from USC.
You know, a lot of times with the number 1, they've already signed a deal before they even say anything.
Yeah.
But yesterday, they really played this up with suspense, like they might not even pick him.
But I don't think you can actually do anything until you're on the clock. So, yes, they may have verbally discussed, but who knows? Somebody comes along, they've got a big trade.
But they went almost 10 minutes or however long. I mean, they were really milking it.
I think you have 15 minutes in the first round for your pick for the top 10. But then after that, I think it's down to 10 minutes. So rounds 2 through 4 will be tonight, and then rounds 5 through 7 will be Saturday. And those will be a little more rapid fire as they go along through there. But Marvin Harrison Jr., Ohio State Buckeye, taken by the Arizona Cardinals as the 4th pick. And also the Bengals had a pick that was Amarius Mims, 6'7", 340 pounds, University of Georgia offensive lineman.
That's a mountain.
He's a big guy. They have the 49th pick, so they will pick 18th today, I believe it is. And the Browns have not had a pick until number 54, which is the 22nd pick today in the second round.
Thanks to the quarterback that they gave everything away to get.
And we were joking early on about who was selected with the Browns' first-round pick today. It was by the Jacksonville Jaguars, who got that pick from Minnesota, who got the pick from Houston, which was the pick that the Browns gave to Houston to get
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. So, the drama continues tonight on ESPN.
Well, the Reds had to split their 4-game set with the Phillies. They lost yesterday 5-0. I note that the 2 games that the Reds lost to the Phillies in this series were via shutout, 7-0 and 5-0. And the Reds scorched them offensively in the in-between games.
Yeah.
So figure how that goes. I don't understand it myself.
Now they've got the world champion Texas Rangers for the next 3
Yes.
games.
Yes, sir. But Guardians did pretty well.
Yeah.
They won 6-4. And have won 5 out of 7 against the Red Sox this season. So not bad at all.
Back on the Reds, Michael Lorenzen is now pitching for Texas.
Saw that.
And I think he'll be the starter Saturday against the Reds. So that should be interesting. And the Cleveland Cavaliers fell apart. What the heck happened there?
Wow. I think the kid, 31 points. Orlando made 23 three-point shots. 23.
Wow. That's a lot.
I didn't watch the game, but I caught that on Sports Center last night. Yeah. 23 three-pointers. Yeah. So there you have it.
All right, coming up in a moment, this date in history, we turn the Litter Media Wayback Machine dials and go to
1865.
All right. Details coming up right after this.
Litter Media is brought to you by Litter Quality Propane, online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. Find out more at litterpropane.com.
It's time to get serious about your lawn. It's time to step up to the best mower brand money can buy. For nearly 4 decades, Skag has been the easy choice for lawn care professionals. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best when it comes to mowing your lawn. There's sure to be a Skag model that's perfect for your yard, big or small. Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Visit your local Skag dealer today. Skag, simply the best.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
They've been in business for 50 years now, taking care of your health here in Ross and surrounding counties. Chiropractic health, physical therapy, and nutrition. Haynes Total Health Care Center. You'll find them at 1 Medical Drive, just off of Marietta Road here in Chillicothe. Go to their website by clicking this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and that web address is hayneshealth.com. This date in history.
Yes, 1865, 12 days after President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, his assassin, John Wilkes Booth, was killed when Union soldiers tracked him down to a Virginia farm. After Booth refused to leave the barn, Union soldiers set fire to it in an attempt to flush him out. Now, there was an accomplice in the barn with Booth. The accomplice came out. Booth would not, and even though they'd set fire to the barn, he actually was shot by one of the Union soldiers. He lived for 3 hours, and supposedly his last words were, quote, useless. Useless.
Broken leg, correct?
Yes, from his jumping off of the balcony.
Right.
Have you ever been to Ford's Theater?
I have not.
Fascinating. Of course, you get this image, some things are, you think bigger than life. I noticed this also when I went to New York City, that there were certain things like Times Square. It's like, this isn't as big as I thought it would be. Well, Ford's Theater was kind of like that, too.
Is it kind of like a small theater?
Yes, actually. It almost puts you in mind of the Majestic, only a little bit bigger than that.
Okay.
But, yeah, you can walk around the balcony and get to the at least you can't walk into the section where Lincoln, but you can walk up to the door and there's like a plexiglass or a glass door that you can look inside, and it's still all the original furniture in there from that day. Yeah.
Wow.
And then if you go across the street, to the boarding house where they took Lincoln's body, where he passed away. That's also open. You can go in there and see that as well. Fascinating.
Didn't Booth, didn't his brother have a theater as well?
Edwin and John Wilkes both were famous actors in their day. And a fascinating, you remember Paul Harvey's The Rest of the Stories? Of course, the way...
Wait a second. Aaron, Paul Harvey was a great American broadcaster.
Yes.
So.
The way that Paul Harvey told the stories in that show, he would bring the scenario to you, and at the very last minute, he would tell you, well, there was a story of a man, a soldier on a New York City subway platform, and someone, he slipped or fell, or somebody pushed him or bumped him accidentally, where he was falling out, getting ready to fall out in front of a subway. A man reached out and grabbed him and pulled him to safety. The soldier who almost was killed was Abraham Lincoln's son. The man who saved him was Edwin Booth, John Wilkes Booth's brother.
Wow.
And now you know the rest of the story. Yeah.
I heard a similar story earlier today in which there was a man who had gotten into the Army, and he got tired of being in the Army, decided to get out, so he leaves as a private. But he gets a job working in the Pentagon operating an elevator. And so here he is, he's operating this elevator, and one of the guys who he was in the military with was getting on the elevator one day, and he says, "Hey, how you doing?" And he's like, What are you doing operating this elevator? He says, "I finally found a job where I can tell admirals and generals where to get off."
That's good. That's good.
You can thank Billy Graham for that one.
Yeah.
All right, that's the program for today. Coming up on Monday, we've got this regular program. Do we have a special event Monday?
Let me check my handy-dandy calendar and see what...
For some reason, I was thinking that, yes, we do. Greenfield Schools
Quincy Gray.
Superintendent Quincy Gray will be here. And also next week, we've got several things coming up. Of course, we have the National Day of Prayer, which will be on Thursday. Yellow Day is Friday. I'm going to be involved with both of those events. And Hope Clinic of Ross County has its Derby Day party. It's fundraiser at the Chillicothe Country Club. That is on Saturday. I'll be emceeing that. And
this Saturday?
No.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Okay.
So I guess what I'm saying is I've not talked to these individuals about coming in and doing something. So we may have some special editions that we haven't scheduled yet for next week to talk to some of these folks about their events. And then a week from this coming Monday, it's the Pineapple Awards for the Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau. So,
and don't forget to keep checking littermedia.com, our website, sometime 3:30 or later. That's when we'll have the softball tournament draw information for you. The baseball will be the following Sunday. So
Sunday.
Sunday.
We got a lot of stuff ahead. So hang with us here on Litter Media. Thank you so much for watching Litter Media Live. For our producer off camera, Aaron Glandon, Mr. Hand 2, and for the icon Mike Smith, I'm Dan Ramey. Until next time, have a great weekend.